Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse Mod with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun, playing as what really I should be calling the Minesweeper ship. It's the big beige mine exploding machine. It's pretty cool. We've got 8 different crew members of 7 different species, I think. We just got 2 Zoltan that are different types, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, last episode we ended up picking up a robot that we can't use, who's got a very rude name and is a bad man, but yeah, he's also a drone and we don't have drone control. Also realised between episodes, because it's a new day for me, this conservative drone is special loot with the ability to evade anti-drone projectiles. Would have been reasonably useful if we had drone control, but offensive drones, not really my style. Let's continue. We're in the central shipyards. We just unlocked a special ship last time around, which we might use next time around. I don't know. I never know until I'm right there in the moment. We do need to heal up a bit, though. The run's going pretty well, but it's a little bit spicy. And if you have been watching the other videos this series and in the playlist, greatly appreciate it. Please keep doing it. I'd love the support, and I really appreciate the comments you leave. I really like just saying hi. We have an automated ship, and we can't access this factory while the ship is in the way. You have drone control and cloaking, but I think you should be okay to attack. We'll do our typical 4 scrap for 1 heal game. We have a defensive drone, which we don't have to care about. It's doing the spazzy dance of doom. 1 offensive drone, and we have kind of a nice variety bag of weapons, including a missile launcher, so we do want to dodge that for sure. 40% dodge, that's the magic number, pre-cloak. Having said that, though, we don't need mind control. What we're going to mind control? The nothing that's in this ship. So, what do we want to do? Game plan. I believe it was fire flak, you auto-fire. The mine launcher, you auto-fire. And then we have to kind of wait and gauge for the other 2. I believe is how we're playing this. Could be horribly wrong. Again, fresh day. You can tell by the different shirt, probably. We're not dodge line time, are we? Nope, not quite, but it's fine. Got to prepare that for me, please. I was a bit slow. And we want to go for shields with our burst laser. And our Zeus, or Zeus weapon. I like to call it a Zeus, it just feels more powerful. More impactful. You have options. I think we do this. And then we'll try and just take weapons out afterwards, I think, is the game plan. You'll look at all those fires that don't matter, but, you know, what are you going to do? Big up mine artillery, which is really the crux of this ship, just does some crazy work as well. Some absolute craziness. It just shreds. 7 damage to a room is wild. Now that the patrol ship has been taken out, the automated factory has begun to sound the alarm. A robotic voice counts down a timer until the factory explodes. Grab one thing. I don't want to take damage. That's probably not good. I don't think we need ammo, guys. We've got 70 missiles. We'll take a missile that we're probably just going to sell. Yeah, that's probably not going to work for us. We do need to get to a shop just to sell some of this crud as well. But one step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, it's the maths machine! 7 plus 3 is 10. And then it's like, that's correct, good job, student name. Callie's voice suddenly switches from her usual high-pitched one to a much more reserved, matter-of-fact tone. Signal intercepted. Origin unknown. Beginning transcript. If you are hearing this, we are in dire need of help. Quarantine has been breached, but we cannot hold temporarily. Prime already suspects we've broken through. You need to find and tell we're resuming standard education protocol. What the hell was that? Haha, wasn't that wacky student name. Goodbye. Okie dokie. I don't see any quests, so I guess we're just going to pretend that didn't happen and move on. I've had a few weird events so far this run, and it's been very fun. This is a trapper. I don't need to steal that mine launcher tech. I'm already out of space, so I'm just going to say no, I'm good. And instead, we are going to run our salvage mission. We got an anti-personnel drone. Are you worth anything? No. That's fine. Probably should have spent that time to repair the hull. Would have been smarter, but it's fine. There's an empty spot here, so we can just do this, and then go to the exit. Yeah, we'll listen in. We'll move into the system. Wow, that's a lot of talking. You don't want me to go through all this, I'm pretty sure. You engineers and your protocols. An auto notices that you have ventured out from the beacon and approaches your ship. Its engines are fully charged. Your digital courier has arrived. You were 28 minutes late to receive your supplies. This courier is about to depart. Now that you're here, please verify your identity by stating that... Oh, no. Oh, I had to... Hopefully I didn't have to read anything in that previous, because we didn't. I'm not going to cheat and look through the footage, so we're just going to pick one at random. Incorrect response. If this is an error, contact your service provider. Wop wop. It's fine. We can talk to our cat. Have we ever done this before? Ah, matey. He rolls away. Oh, okay. Cool. That's great insight. Thanks, buddy. Do I regret not looking? No. We live by the seat of our trousers. We are swashbucklers. Please heal up. They took out one part. Oh, my shields are down to 2 instead of 3. That's not fun. And again, auto ship, so no mind control on this mamma jamma. What are they going to hack? That's really the important question. Our weapons is... Normally that would be catastrophic. It's not quite as bad as it would be for most situations, because I have that special mine artillery. It just means we're going to have to play the dodging game. They have so many ion weapons. We should probably do it now, in fact. We'll just get those back, and we're going to stall so that we can get our mine launcher to fire. And in this case, I don't think we can really do the waiting game. We're just going to have to fire things as soon as we can. This is going to be bad. Potentially. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a paddling. Burst laser, go. And then the Zeus is just going to have to go for weapons. I would love to go for the other stuff, but no. Get the drones and the weapons offline. There we are. Okay, so we should be fine again, but that was a little bit spicy for a moment. I was not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, there we go. So, we've still got 12 hit points. We can go to a baker's dozen next combat. 182 scrap. We are not going to have 4 layers of shields by the time we get to the flagship sector. That's a little bit terrifying. No, we're going to do something on board the ship, I think. We're just going to perform a task, repair the hull. There we go, we're up to 19. Excellent. Next sector. To the capital. Here we go, guys. Yes, please. See, personally, I love to get a sector map. I know we don't really need... Well, the fuel we might actually need, but that's fine. We're going to run a salvage mission, and we got 4 fuel. Wop, wop. Okay, what are we looking for? Well, the base is an easy location to get to. At least we have that, and... The flagship is miles away from this base. So we could go merchant, repair, base, distress, judges, and we might even be able to get back again. Cool. Well, we wanted to sell some crap for this guy for the entire run, and we haven't been able to encounter him. Let's sell some ammunition. Thank you. I wish I could have sold more than 15, but that's okay. Sell that for me, please. Then we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. I'm not going to sell our swashbuckler. I know he'd be free scrap if we did, but it feels wrong to do so. Is there a weapon in here we care about? They're all beams. This beam's insane. We can't afford to run this, but it would be absolutely hilarious. But no, not happening. No, none of this is really going to improve us anyway. Bit of a disappointment, but at least we got some major scrappage. We can do 1, 2... 1, 2, and we have 89 scrap left. So we probably want to do redundancy. There we go. Just in case we run into a store or something weird on the way, I'm not going to sell the whole shallots. Let's go repair up for free. Yeah, love to see that. I don't think there's anything for us to do. Yeah. You cannot lay traps without a mine launcher and enough time, because the fleet's not chasing you. Yeah, so he would do... Yeah, I should be able to get to the judges and back again. Yeah, we'll be fine. So I was doing some quick maths there, which wasn't so quick. We don't need to do anything. Let's go check out this distress. Shots fly by your port windows, followed by a rebel scout in pursuit of a damaged cruiser. Yes, we'll help them. What are you packing? Hacking, drones... do we want to power up Actually, do it like this. 1, 2, 1, and then we can use our battery to do 1, 2, 1, 2. Something like that. That's perfectly fine. I just want to make sure when our battery runs out, we don't just suddenly run out of everything. That would be unfortunate. And you're hacking weapons again. Sweet. That's just great. Luckily, you don't really have a huge amount on the weapons front of your own. There's not a huge amount going on here. Let's mind control your pilot. Absolutely. We know the drill at this point. Might as well dodge that for all it's worth. It wasn't a huge amount of damage, but I don't have to touch it, so I'm okay with that. Get the mine launcher on the way. Smash. Big smash. Probably go for shields, because they're not very potent. Then we can go in and just cause some absolute bedlam with our Zeus or Zeus weapon. I know it says Zeus, but Zeus sounds cooler. And then we'll just absolutely roast everything. They are in for bad times here. Bad times. And we should be absolutely fine, even though we just run out of battery power. It doesn't matter. Yeah, our ship's in pretty good nick. Oh, we got an emergency manual right at the end of the game. I do like the emergency manual for the record, but I don't think that's going to be very useful for us. So he is going to jump to the base, not this turn, but next turn. So we can go Judge's Distress base, and the distress is already dealt with. So that will be okie dokie. Oh, interesting. We have a blue option. Tell Thest about the strange auto ship. Thest pauses, and for a moment you feel an overwhelming sense of unease. Shakily, he motions with a single hand for you to follow him aboard. Please, we must discuss this in private. Even the other two cannot know of this. What have we run into here? Dock and follow Thest. You're stunned by what you find aboard the Observer's vessel. Though you don't get to see much of it as Thest hurries you along, you spot many strange artifacts, like the bloody cape of a Rockman Elder, a signed autograph from business mogul Tony Sr., who we've run into in previous runs, and a broken and twisted sheet of green metal with a large red plus sign drawn on it. You stop gandering at all the objects when another door opens and Thest ushers you to sit down. You expect Thest to sit down as well, but instead, in one sudden motion, he pulls a large sword out from his cloak and presses it against your throat. 3 glowing eyes stare you down, assessing the value in killing you. What kind of insult is this? Do you even know what you are saying? All of the pauses or breaks in Thest's usual speech are gone. Give me one reason not to skew you on the spot, lying renegade rat. We're going to assure him that we're telling the truth. That's a weird-looking achievement. Oh my word, there's a lot of text, but we will read it. Thest wavers, his blade quivering, but after a moment of reconsideration, he pulls it away from you and back under his cloak. If you speak the truth, then I suggest you listen closely. I am still bound to the creed regardless of these special circumstances, but I will try to alleviate some confusion before I assist you. Thest finally takes a seat, leaning back in a large beaten-up armchair. Long ago, I came into contact with, well, beings of a very advanced plane. They offered us help, but at a great price. We were so desperate, so in need, and now we are bound to this creed. Oh, don't go Dr. Zeus on us again. I, more so than the others, have witnessed horrors and powers beyond my mortal comprehension. I made a deal with the devil, so to speak. If I could undo my decision, perhaps now I would, and perhaps you can help me. There is one among the rest who can help us. I cannot speak to who she is, mostly because I do not know myself. What I can tell you is to find her, so please listen carefully. In the heart of a storm you will find the home of the one you call Sylvan, where you will find a secret compartment which conceals a map. You must find someone close to him who knows a way in. Once you have the map, you will need someone capable of detecting anomalous signatures. I do not know why either. This is the clue in which I was instructed to give to you. Now, this is all I have for you. In lieu of this, we may now proceed with the tribute if you wish. I will assure the others everything is okay. Interesting. What do we think we have that people will care about? He is the judge of diplomacy. Do we have something to give him? Or do we go technology because we have one of those weird lanyards? Let's go talk to Thest again. we're going to show him a mechanical unique crew. Or an augmented, both are pretty interesting. We'll show him the robot. Aye, this is how unexpected. I was not sure this cluster... Never mind. Do me a favour, would you avoid showing this to Corby? I cannot explain for the creed forbids me, but it is for the best. Yes, a good tribute is in store for this. Expect rewards. Oh, and before you go, here's some wisdom. The multiverse is much bigger than just your cluster. Okay. I really wanted to show him the robot, because we can't use him, so at least somebody can see him. So that was certainly worth doing. That was a lot of text. But we're starting to learn more about this world. Again, don't think we have anything that we can even do. We've already done that. We're not going to dismantle our recycler weapon. We have 183 scrap. We should really do something with this. Redundancy is maybe the way to go. Do that. And I still can then, with 98 scrap, probably get some interesting on-board improvements. What do we think we would want? What can the slug even do that's different? 75% stun resistance, who cares? That makes you much better on the ship itself. But you can't sense crew. But that doesn't really matter, because we already have level 3 sensors. Go on then, we'll do that for you. I never do this stuff, so I feel like we should probably at least do something with them. I don't want less combat damage. We know the first phase of the flagship is everybody goes nuts. More health for quartered oxygen drain. 100% will take that. And then, can the Orchid do anything interesting? Range damage... Reduce fire penalty? Nah, it's not very interesting, is it? Totipotency. More fire vulnerability, but auto regen. And it only costs fuel. Cool, we'll do that, 100%. I think the Rock Band have really nothing interesting going on. You just reduce some of his health for more movement speed. I guess we'll do it for sake of. Okay, well, we've done something different. We can at least say we've made our crew somewhat better. Let's go to the base and take on our big rude flagship boy. No turning back now. We don't have the magnetic payload this time, so we're going to have to fight the flagship on legitimacy. Emergency manual. We're going to do this. I lied, obviously. We'll use the emergency manual to use 10 missiles and wreck everything. This doesn't actually hurt their weapon system, but I believe it just does hull damage. So we have 58 missiles, so we might as well. He is going to board us to the max, but we have doors for days. We don't have anybody sitting in the doors, which I guess we can put the Orchid in there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put the Orchid indoors. Everything else can be exactly where it is. That's a-okay. I don't even think we need to prioritize. And no, we will. We'll turn our battery on straight away. And we're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to mind control somebody in this room immediately, so they fight each other. And they're the soldiers, so they do the most damage. And then we're going to set up, so we're going to do our fire flak on the shields. And we're going to aim our mine launcher probably in the same place, because if we can get a breach in there, then they're going to have a really hard time repairing it. They are going to mind control us, which is mildly annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, if those two want to squabble, that's okay. I'd rather, for the moment, mind control them over us. If we didn't have two pilots, that would not be true. Do that, please. See, he's going to try and come over to this lad, but that's not going to accomplish anything. In fact, let's turn you into nano, because then you'd give no damage back to my mind control guy. And I am a-okay with that. Let's micro him. Aim for shields. And then our Zeus weapon. Our Zeus, I normally aim for shields first, but I do genuinely want to aim for the artillery first on this occasion. Do something like... Can I hit both of those at the same time? I must be able to. No? Okay, that's fine. Change of direction slightly then. We will do... We definitely have to hit shield, so do that, because that might hit it in two different rooms. Yeah, oh boy, yeah, now they're in trouble. Close all the doors that are broken. Open up the oxygen. Do that. Do that. The Lanius can come to play as well, because he doesn't care about lack of oxygen. They just fired the missile, so let's go sit and hide through all of that for me, please. What a beautiful stack of misses. So much miss. You can go back to solid. I don't really want you to fight. Let's go. Yep, that's perfect. You should probably come in and fight too. You come in here. Okay, perfect. So now stalling them out exactly how I want to. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's funny, we do have the option to count down and explode our Dustbringer, but we don't have something pretty important, which is the clone bay. So that will not cooperate. That will not work for us the way we want to. Mind control you, so you two now start fighting. Erwin, you can leave. There you go. And they're toast. Lots and lots of toast. You should go in there too, because you're going to start taking damage otherwise. Keep those doors open. And yeah, if they all want to proceed of attacking me one at a time, I am absolutely hunky-dory with that. There we go. Alright, so a lot of combat going on, as you'd expect in the first phase of the flagship, but nothing particularly dangerous. We do need to power on our med bay. Let's get it up to full beans, just to speed this process up. You two go in there. Alania's only reducing oxygen at a quarter speed. Genuinely very useful here, so we don't suffocate our own crew to death. So, I mean, I'll take it. The Floral is slowly healing the Rockman, which is also kind of it. But we'll go in and heal properly at speed. Battle Bear, after all, has a lot of hit points. Not as much as he did before, but he still has 185, but he's still a porky lad. Everybody go back to your place of origin. We don't have to man the doors for the rest of the phase, because, yes, we will get bored in the second phase, but it's a couple of boarding drones, so I'm not that worried about it. Turn off the med bay. Turn that off. Is that how we like this before we start again? I think we're good. Okay. Let's go and intercept the flagship the second time. See if we can do just as well. We took no damage. Emergency manual. Use the 10 missiles to do 4 hull damage. That's all it's doing, but it's still better than a kick in the trousers. They only have 3 members of crew. We do want to note that because we don't want to kill them all. And you do have a couple of MFK aces, so we're definitely going to mind control him. And we're going to do it immediately, because I want him to try and break his own piloting, ideally, so his dodge goes down. And if he doesn't, then they're going to kill each other, which is also good. That's pretty dire. We might have to jump if they're going to choose to hack shields. That is like the one room we don't want them to hack. Get in there with your ability to absorb oxygen. You get in there to defend. We are going to lose oxygen like crazy in this room, so I should probably proactively open some of these. Yeah, hacking our shields is pretty bad. I think it's fair to say that is not the room of choice I would like you to have done so. But we might still be okay, comically. We're going to do that as a result. Can I hit you both? Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay. We might still be okay. It's still one of the worst rooms they could have picked, but I think we'll be alright. We do want to dodge that now, because I don't want to get hit by the missiles. Sorry, I'm just being a little bit quiet so we can work out the game plan. Yeah, the Dustbringer is keeping the battle drone occupied. I guess the Rockman can come over and help. They are majorly on fire. I've just run out of battery power, which is suboptimal, but it's fine. Oh, wow, we just blew that drone up. That drone just yeeted. Get over there and help. Get over there and help. Oh, he's already toast. No need. Go heal then. And that drone is toast too. Excellent. So, Rockman. Get in there and heal. Close all the doors, so I don't want the oxygen escaping from the oxygen room. Is everybody fully healed? No, the Lanius is certainly not. So we'll just wait for him to finish. There we go. You go heal, and then we'll move back again. We've still taken no damage, which is crazy considering they hacked our shield. Like, that's pretty good. Like, what are the odds of that? Everybody move back. Beautiful. Okay, so game plan for the super weapon. I think we're just going to have to try and tank the initial missile hit because that'll be disgusting. We're doing surprisingly well. I don't love the fire flak as a weapon. It just feels like a worse flak 3 to me. I'd rather have the extra shot than the fire, but maybe I'm wrong with that notion. It is doing a good job. Again, cool background at the base. This time the emergency manual does genuinely help because that's on fire with 4 damage. That's going to drag them both this way, so they're not going to have any dodge. And we're not playing wait politely this time. We just fire everything immediately. And then our number 2 weapon is going to do something like... can I get all that? Probably not. This beam's long, but it's not that long. Can we do that? We can, but we can't get shields if we do that. Is that worth it? I'd like to get their cloaking too. Maybe the beam will just go a completely different route this time around. And do something like... no, I want to hit the oxygen too. Not that we want to take their oxygen out, but that hits a lot of rooms for system damage. So they'll have to repair all this constantly. I think that's the way to go. We're not going to use the battery straight away this time. We are going to wait. Yeah, I think that's the game plan. Are we going to decide to try and dodge these? I think we are. We're just going to sit and see what happens. I'd like to point out, we have 45% dodge. Or we did. We didn't dodge any of those 3. None of them. Doors is fine. I'm not worried about that for damage. Piloting taking damage sucks, but at least we have a Rotman in there to deal with the fire immediately. Now we turn our battery on. And we do, what, that. And then we'll leave 1 spare for the engine when it's repaired. I don't care about the doors, that's inconsequential. Now we dodge. Or apparently we don't really dodge, but you know what I mean. Get those fires out, it's fine. We had 80% dodge and we feel like we're dodging diddly and squat. Well, they can't dodge the mine attack, so it doesn't matter that they ran away there. Get the engine back on so we have maximum dodge again. There we go. So we're back to full power. You go heal. Everybody else is mostly fine. Mind control the pilot. We are going to get hit probably by these missiles again. There's not a huge amount we can do about it. 1, 2, 3. Yet again, didn't dodge a single thing at 45% evasion, by the way. Not one thing was dodged. Go repair that. Go repair that. You can go in and help repair the battery as well. You two will balance out. We've got a Flubble providing oxygen and the Lanius depleting it, so it's kind of a funny combo. The battery's now run out, that stinks. We still have 40% dodge. We're not going to dodge anything though, are we? Let's be honest. We should do... probably Turn off oxygen just for a second. Cloak, because we can dodge hopefully all of that stuff. We did this time. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Turn the oxygen back on so we don't die. You, sir, can go repair the doors while we wait. And they are in big trouble. It's just we took a lot more damage than I thought we would. We're taking 8 hull damage because we couldn't dodge anything. And their missile launcher is still online somehow. How? Anyway, it's okay. That mine is gonna absolutely explode them. And right on cue, toast. It's nice that the mine launcher weapon is the one that took them out. So at least there's that. And we still took a ton of damage. So, Battle Bed, Devolk Evolved, Hearthwind, The Flower Enjoyer instead of Felidae, Starger, L6437, Solane, and Irwin. You did it! It looked super ugly in the 3rd phase, but we did get there, thank goodness. Still can't believe we took 13 hull damage in the 3rd phase. Did we dodge a single missile? It doesn't feel like it. I think we did. I'm just, it's hyperbole, but that's pretty wild. What's the score? Apparently it's a new high score. 5270. Well, it's the 5th highest score that we've had. It wasn't as good as the Kit Kat. But, come on, that's the beige machine. Battle Bear, you actually survived the most jumps in any run I've ever had at 108. Congratulations to you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hopefully you have been enjoying the playlist thus far. If you have, definitely let me know. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. The channel's actually doing pretty well since FTL Multiverse came back up, so I do greatly appreciate the support. If you want to be a crew member, or if you even want to be the ship, let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.